Check this out, niggas pop off on the city block, so I put them in check like an empty box. Got these niggas shook like a diddy bop, begging for mercy, that's where the pity stop. Won't even show it to the gritty spot, so I beat his ass with a witty plot. Left him lumped up with 50 knots, time and place was at his city yacht. The face, just hated get inside and yeah, mimic, copy.
Welcome back to the channel, everyone. And today we're going to be going over how I took my Arcade1up Street Fighter 2 Deluxe and transformed it into a Street Fighter 3 Third Strike Deluxe. But before we get into that, please remember to click that subscribe button, hit that like button, and share this video with somebody who you know would appreciate this mod. Whew. Now, with that out of the way, let's get into some of the details here. In the description below, you will find a link to Google Drive, where you can actually go and download all of these graphic packages that I've been working on, and there's a lot of them. So not only will you find the one for this particular mod, but you will find several others in there as well, which can be applied to the HS5 or Big Blue. So a couple of quick mentions. I used AI to upscale a lot of these images so that they would be higher resolution, printable, and usable, and not look grainy or crappy if you're using it on your cab as side art or on the control panel. Most of the artwork I've actually been able to pull from like Launchbox or Google, and then I either enhanced it, cropped it, or took bits and pieces to put one whole piece together and create something. There's a few things that I created from scratch by taking different pieces of artwork and putting it all together, and those are generally going to be marquees and things like that. If you're looking for a good place to get a marquee, and I personally recommend going with the slide-in translite marquees because you can change it in and out to whatever you want. So if you have a generic cab that has only Capcom stickers on the side, for example, it makes it really easy to do that with. But where do you want to go? Definitely check out DB Graphics on eBay. They are great. They do beautiful work, and the quality of their translite is really nice. The marquee that you're going to see in this video was done by DB Graphics. And no, I am not sponsored by them or anything. I just really like their marquees and the quality of their prints. Other things you're going to find in the description are going to be things like the trim for the sides of the cab, and also supplies where you can get paper to print on. If you have a printer, you can do most of this at home. This whole setup is running on stock software. That's right, you can just boot right into it and start playing your games. I have another video which you can check out in the link that I leave here or in the description if you want to know how to do the soft mod. Very easy and inexpensive. Major things that you're going to need to do this stuff at home: something to cut with, a printer, and the ability to use printing software. And I just mean standard stuff, nothing special. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into this and do this quick overview, and I will tell you guys what you need to get this done. Okay, so here's a more comprehensive list of what's going to be needed. A marquee, an optional LED strip for lighting up your coin door, the glossy yellow trim, printable vinyl sticker paper, the spray paint, and a straight edge cutting tool. If you're capable of printing out your own marquees, I did include the marquees in the artwork package, which you can find again in the link down below in the description. And again, make sure you check out my soft mod video so that you can save yourself some serious coin. Okay, so next let's take a look at how everything turned out, and I'll kind of explain things to you as we're looking over the cabinet. If you're wondering about the joysticks and buttons, I just stuck with stock. I was going for an OEM look and feel with this, and the stock joysticks that come with these are Sanwa clones, and I actually don't mind them at all. In fact, to me, they feel pretty much just like the Sanwas that I have in one of my multicade builds. Now, we all know their buttons are pretty mid in quality. I did use their stock buttons, but if you're a real stickler for that, I would definitely recommend going with the best plug and play option, which is going to be Crown Semduxa or Ultimark Gold Leaf. And the reason why I would suggest those over Sanwa is because there's absolutely nothing you have to do. It's just plug and play. Sanwa, you actually have to shave off a little bit of the button around the plastic edge. With these, you just pop them in and you're good to go. As far as the bezel goes, you're gonna have to remove the bezel, mask it up front and back just to be safe, and then spray it with the color of your choice. I went with gray because I like the way it matches the theme of the cab. As far as printing the stickers go, just make sure you print them in landscape mode. Ignore that black border. I cut my own plexi and it was kind of jank, so I had to use tape on the back side of it. Here's a closer look at the screen with the RetroArch shader. I also blacked out the chrome Arcade1up logo on the coin door, which I don't really care for, and obviously put an LED strip behind there that goes into the USB port. The glossy yellow trim, and this Arcade1up sticker is another option that's included in the art package. It's downsized and kind of matches the color scheme better. Again, I prefer the Translite Marquee because they're easy to put in and take out. Obviously, you can use whatever trim and bezel colors you want, but I wanted to go with this color scheme, and that's why I chose those colors. If you're wondering how to do the light up coin door mod, it's very simple and it's in my Marvel vs. Capcom 2 video. Well, it's referenced in there, and I will make sure to include that link right here and in the description. One other thing to mention for people who are printing this out in a standard printer size on standard print sheet paper, I did include extensions for the side panel logos. The extensions essentially cover the rest of the Street Fighter 2 CE logo, and you're going to have to use a razor and splice off the piece that's sticking over the edge of the banding. If you want to make sure that your bezel stickers are centered, I would just recommend measuring each side as you're putting it on and just stick it down, like mounting it on the left or right side, whichever you're more comfortable with, and then measuring each side to make sure that it's centered evenly. As far as the hardware and software goes, this is running the P71 board, which is the same as the Yoga Flame and Shinku Hadouken, which means that they all can do the same thing. The biggest difference with this one is the way that you get into the settings menu. I highly recommend you check out my video on the soft mod if you haven't yet, or if you haven't soft modded yours, because there's no reason for you to spend any money on a Raspberry Pi or single board computer when this one is perfectly capable of running everything up to Marvel vs. Capcom 2 Naomi games. Anyway, I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you have questions, please leave them down in the comments and I will do my best to answer your questions. Also, make sure you look in the description to get all of the links that you're going to be looking for. Stay safe out there, have fun gaming, and until next time, I'll see you then.
Hate me, you can never break me. Feel me, you can never kill me. Sue me, everybody do me. Kick me, fuck me, don't you black or white me. All I wanna say is that they don't really